What's going on, Sagittarius Massive? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you your November 2021 Silent Enemies reading. I hope all is well in the Sagittarius community. For those of you who are part of the 8th House community, thank you so much for your continued support in all the ways that you show. Thank you for those who are new. Welcome for coming. Look, I'm saying it all backwards. Welcome to those who are new. Thank you for coming. Yeah, at any rate, thanks for coming to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. I do post weekly, so there's always fresh content, so you want to make sure you don't miss out. This is a general read. Take what resonates, leave the rest for Sagittariuses, okay? Silent Enemies reading is a reading that helps you to pay attention to your intuitive nudges. This is a channel for those who are, on your spiritual journey. And when you're on your spiritual journey, there's certain understandings you have. You understand that the people that are in your life, directly related to you or directly connected to you, are in your life to teach you lessons about yourself. So they will come in a form. Some of them will be karmic in nature, whether it's a family member, whether there's a lover, whether it's your landlord or your tenant or your boss or your neighbor. This person is in your energy on a regular basis. And for you to understand, the intentions of people, you need to pay attention when your intuition goes off. Some people will ignore it or brush it off because it's a relative, but your intuition is there for a reason. It's one of your God-given gifts, and you definitely don't want to ignore it, especially in a time like this when we're in Scorpio season and we're going through so much of a transformative change here in reference to ending karmic connections. It's very important that you pay attention to your intuition. So with that being said, I'm going to put 3 cards out. A silent enemy could be a friend, a lover. I just went over that with you. But you want to pay attention to the intuitive nudges just to make sure that, whatever vibe you're getting from them, if you notice a change in their frequency or their energy, that you investigate it to make sure that, number one, if it's somebody you care about, if they need your help, you're there. You're intuitive, you're paying attention, you see that, something's off. And so you ask them what's up. And they may just tell you, hey, man, I found out that I failed my test today, or, I got bad results from the doctor today, or, they just may say, look, I'm just having some personal issues. I don't want to talk about it. That's a false alarm, meaning you don't have to worry about that, meaning that the energy that they sent to you or that you picked up was not energy that was meant to put you in a position of lack or to take advantage of you. Now, you're going to have to determine that. So the whole purpose of this reading is if you're getting an intuitive nudge based on the energy that's coming up, you investigate it and confirm if it's something that you need to be aware of. If you need to be alarmed about or not. All right? It's up to you. So let's see. We get one more card here for Sagittarius. That's one too many. One more card for Sagittarius, please. Bingo. All right. So the first card that came out is the 5 of Swords. All right, that's an energy of Aquarius. Then we have the 3 of Swords. Okay, that's Libra. And then we have the 3 of Cups that came out in reverse. So that's Cancerian energy. So I'm going to talk about each one at a time, but they could all merge in any way, shape, or form, okay? So just be open about it. And don't try to make a reading like this fit. If it don't fit, it's not your reading. Check some of the other readings that I offer on the channel. Like I said, I post weekly, so there's always going to be fresh content. With the 5 of Swords energy here, what I'm getting here is this is showing up as a silent enemy because... Sagittarius, there's somebody, this could be internal to you. It could be internal energy going on or external, someone bringing you this energy. But if it's internal to you, you're in conflict. You can't figure something out. Something is not making sense. No matter what you do, you can't get clarity because you're uneven in your thoughts. I feel like, your thoughts are not lining up to what's going on, and you feel like something is up. You sense that something is up with somebody you're dealing with. You know this. You could feel this. For some of you, it could be a friend, okay, that you're dealing with here, somebody you associate with. I feel like it could be a neighbor for some of you, too. Some of you may have issues with your neighbor. Or it could be an issue with somebody you work at your bank, or maybe you go to a local gas station or something like that. Some type of place that you frequent where you're spending money is what I'm getting to. It could be that there's somebody there. It could be, your auto mechanic. All right. So be careful with that. If you're, make sure you get clarity on what they're trying to explain to you, because some of you could be taking your car in, or going to purchase something, and somebody's not being upfront and honest with you. Okay, it could be about travel. So if it's a rental car, or if it's to repair your car, or if it's to take a trip somewhere, and you're making some type of plans and you need to go through a middleman in order to do it, you need to be careful with that, because they could be trying to, their goal is trying to sell you, to try to get you to spend as much as possible without, telling you why. It's like they're definitely looking at it as a you versus them type of thing. Whoever this is, whatever this is. So if your intuition is telling you, is this person trying to play me? Or, I sense that they're being competitive, or I sense that there's something they're hiding. Pay attention to that, okay? But I do feel like, you're not misunderstanding things. You may be catching it, and you're like, maybe somebody else don't catch it, but I catch this. So it could be external to you, or it could be you in your thoughts trying to figure something out and getting caught up, in your thoughts. So if it's you getting in your thoughts, getting in your own way, this is what this is. You're getting in your own way. But I feel like there's somebody who could be trying to compete with you as well, okay? Or looking at you as if you're competition, or you could just be the one who's super competitive, because Sag, you could be that way, right? You could think that somebody's competing with you and you're not. For example, this could be a man or a woman, where you walk into a room and there's other men or women, you automatically get into competition mode when these people are not even thinking about you like that. You know what I'm saying? So that could be something that you're dealing with this Five of Swords energy. You're like already looking at, it could be just competition. Like there's other, like you're a woman, and then there's other beautiful women in the room, and you automatically look at them as if they're competition, and opposed to, well, maybe I could make some friends out of this situation, or, this is business only. And some of you, it's a little bit more. It's a little extra. So you got to be careful of that, not to chase people away, not to be so competitive, is what I'm getting here, because you could make some allies here. But that's for some of you. So this could be in any situation, a work situation, environment where you're socializing with people. I feel like there's maybe because of the stress that you've been through, the things because you've been through a lot, Sag. So maybe you're just on edge, right? And you're just looking at everybody like, yo, swords up, and you're in a competitive mode. But everybody's not your enemy if this is how you're feeling, but if this is somebody outside of you coming at you, then you know what time it is. And again, it could be in any environment. But I feel like for most of you, it's in your local environment, like your your kid's school teacher, or your nail person, or your hair person, or wherever you go to get your car fixed, or somebody at the post office that you deal with on a regular basis. It's like somebody their name and you deal with them on a regular basis. It could even be your landlord or your tenant. There's issues with that. All right. So we got the Three of Swords energy here. This is Libra energy. So this is showing up in a silent enemy in reading, because I feel like for some of you, especially with this Five of Swords, this could be you causing your own heartache, like looking at people as if they're competition and they're not. And, that could cause unnecessary strife in your connections. For other people, this Three of Swords, because Libra is let's see, where's Libra for you? Libra's your 11th house. So again, this is back to dealing with friends, associates. This could be people in your group, people in your organization. Maybe you were dealing with someone on the job, somebody who has somebody already. That could be the case here. But whatever this is, this connection here that you have with this person or had with this person, if you see here, there's two hands that are combined. They're folded. The fingers are folded around each other, but there's swords that go through both of the hands, meaning that this union is very painful. It's very difficult to keep this union, or this union was filled with a lot of pain and emotion. And the swords could represent the lack of communication. It could be representing lies, dishonesty, somebody not understanding something. This could also connect with this Five of Swords energy, you and this person. It could be a competitive thing with you and this person, or they could just be competing with you. It could be an ex-lover. I know a lot of you are going through divorce and or went through divorce this year. So it could be that you still have to deal with this person because maybe you have kids with them. Right? Or it could be a job situation as well here where, maybe you work in a health environment, a place where you have to be caring and considerate. So you could be taking care of people, taking care of children, something where you're doing something for people. And it could be the red tape involved. You might love what you do, but it could just be the red tape involved and all of the policy and procedure changes that are going on that make it difficult for you to do what it is that you love. Making it difficult for you to connect with people that you want to connect with. I just feel like paperwork, red tape, especially with COVID now, I feel like there's extra guidelines that are keeping you from doing what it is that you may enjoy doing. And that could be a concern. You know, people who, you know, they go to the doctor versus people who don't go to the doctor. That type of situation could be going on for you and someone that you're around or people you care about as well. There could be events that you go to in your neighborhood or in your community where it's like, depending on where you are, like I know in New York, there's certain places where they make you show your COVID positive. I mean, that you know, that you got the test or that you got the, you went to the doctor basically. You have to show proof of that in order for you to get into some public venues, you know? So I feel like some of you may be dealing with that as well and, you know, not being able to do things with your family. That's something I'm feeling too. But there could also be something going on with the contracts that you're involved with as far as your relationships. The politicking is, you know, Libra rules politics. To me, politics is all about how you communicate with people, how you go about establishing these relationships. They go hand in hand, right? So you may hear the slang, yo, I was politicking with such and such yesterday, and, you know, we talked about A, B, and C. Well, that's what the Libra energy is. You politicking with everybody to establish a relationship with them, a particular type of relationship. Each person, you have their own unique relationship. Well, this relationship here is a painful one, or it's filled with lies or misunderstandings. And I feel like this is something that you might be confused about, and maybe you should let it go. Maybe you're considering that, and you're not sure how to, or you're not sure if you should. You're going to have to listen to your intuition on that. Also, with this 3 of Cup energy in reverse, this is an energy of, you know, it could be some unfortunate event coming up. Because to me, with the 3 of Cup upright, this represents celebrations, okay, parties. But within this is in reverse, it's the opposite. If there's not a celebration, then, you know, people are gathering because of some sad or unfortunate situation. So unfortunately for some of you, you may be having to go to a funeral. I'm not predicting this, all right, but I'm telling you, some of you may have to go to a funeral, and it's showing up as a silent enemy because this is, you don't want to reconnect with some of these people. You don't want to see some of these people. You don't want to deal with them right now. You're not emotionally ready to. For others of you, this could be a person from your past here that you're having problems letting go of. This could be what this 5 of Swords in reverse is. Maybe you and this person who's having this challenging connection here are in the process of splitting up. Okay? And this person, maybe this person does not want to reconnect with you. That might be something that you're having a hard time dealing with. Okay? Or that this person, you know, they're not reconnecting with you because they're connecting with someone else. That could be very difficult for you to deal with. And that's what the 3 of Cup energy in reverse could be as well, is your person is reconnecting with someone from their past. And as a result, you two won't be back together. So it could be that. But it could also be this person is doing this on the low too. And you may have caught them out there, or your intuition is telling you this person has been dealing with someone from their past. Or they are dealing with someone from their past. Because this could be why this 3 of Swords is here. So for some of you, all of this is intertwined. But for others of you, it's all separate situations here. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, it's difficult for you to keep this connection going. So like, for example, with this picture here, what would help to make this feel better? Removing the swords and disconnecting your hands, right? So how do you remove the swords? You can't disconnect until you remove the swords. Because it's always going to keep you connected. So some of you could be connected legally by paperwork. Some of you could be connected because of somebody's, somebody manipulating a situation or lying. That's the only thing the connection was based on, or that's why it was developed, for someone to get what they could get out of it. But you just have to be careful, Sag. You do need to listen to your intuition about these things. So I'm going to go into the extended now and get more clarity on it to see what else the universe wants you to know about these things specifically. So I'm going to pull 4 cards for each of these. And then I'm going to pull some oracle. So if this resonates thus far and you want to find out more, make sure you click the like button. Leave a comment on how it resonates if you would like. But the link to the extended is in the box below. For those of you who did not resonate with, no worries. Check your other placements. As this video wraps up, you'll see about 4 other videos that you can check in for the month of October to see if any of those resonate. I do post weekly. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. And the link to the extend is in the box below. So hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you in the next reading. Don't forget to look at the promotions that we have going on in the community tab. And if you want to know the types of readings I offer, they're in the box below. All right, so I'll see you guys in the extended. If not, I'll see you in the next reading. Later, Sag.